7 things to avoid when trying to build muscle. Are you sick of tired of not being able to build muscle? Are you sick and tired of having a slow metabolism, hitting a plateau and not knowing where to go? Are you sick of tired of being overweight and feeling miserable every time you look into the mirror? You hate that you don't build muscle or make any gains in the gym? Well, here's your chance to listen to 7 of my top tips on how to pack on muscle and what not to do and what you should be avoiding to do so. Let's be honest, everyone's done at least one of these tips in the past or several. The less you do, the more likely you are to pack on more muscle. If you're doing some of these tips, then you can potentially be leaving up to 50% of the gains on the tables, guys. All right, let's go over them. Let's double the gains, for the year, guys. Let's build that extra 50% lean tissue, right? So number 1, guys, ego lifting. What do I mean by this? If you're training hard in the gym and you're packing as much weight on the bar as possible, you're lifting way too heavy. Example, 1 rep maxes and trying to set new PRs. Yes, I've done this thinking it was the right way to build muscle strength, whatever. But, I've also torn my rotator cuff, strained my pec, strained my MCL, strained my hip flexor, guys. So, from trying to lift way too heavy with incorrect form and technique. My recommendation would be to lift something like around 65 to 85% of your 1 rep max using correct form and technique, with utilizing time under tension, 40 to 50 seconds. Because if you ego lift, you might experience a torn or strained body part, then you might get injured. And this will slow down all your process in the gym, guys. So ego lifting, not worth it, guys. I've done it thinking it was the best way to build muscle. Studies actually show time under tension is just as important, guys. So if you're only doing 1 rep maxes all the time, you're not giving you're not allowing your body to get that time under tension, guys. So 1 rep max is probably out of the question, in my opinion. Go for more hypertrophy. Unless you want to be like a competitive, like strongman or a power lifter, then I get it, But unless you're like a competitor, strongman or power lifter, it's not really worth it, guys. I've done it before. I've strained a lot of muscle groups. It's just, I know you want to impress your mates or whatever you at the gym, but it's honestly not going to be worth it, guys. So maybe opt out for time under tension and try that instead. Number 2, guys, dropping body weight way too fast, cutting your weight way too fast, going on a huge caloric deficit and doing excessive amounts of cardio. What do I mean by this? If you drop let's say 40 to 50 pounds in 8 to 10 weeks, yes, I get it. It can be motivating to see them scales drop rapidly, but you run the risk of losing muscle, and that muscle takes time to grow, guys. If you're trying to build muscle while in a deficit at the same time, I'd recommend just going into like a small caloric deficit of around 250 to 500 calories under your total daily energy expenditure, not 1,500 or 1,000, because research generally shows that 95% of diets fail. That's 19 out of 20 diets. They regain the weight back and then some. The process is a marathon, not a sprint, guys. So dropping your weight way too fast when you're trying to prioritize muscle growth is not going to work, guys. I've tried it. You're going to lose a lot of size. You're going to hit a plateau. You're going to ruin your metabolism. You're going to lose energy, your libido, your testosterone's going to drop. There's many side effects to like crash dieting. And, if your main priority is to build muscle, right, you shouldn't be crash dieting to begin with. Maybe go on a 250 calorie deficit. Yes, you're going to lose the body fat slowly, but you're going to be able to maintain the strength, your testosterone, your libido. You're going to be able to maintain muscle, if not actually potentially build muscle in a deficit, guys, if you're training hard enough with enough intensity. All right, guys, number 3, dirty bulking. A lot of people still think to this day that you need to eat massive calorie surplus to build muscle. This could be anywhere mostly of, above 1,000 plus calories above your maintenance daily. Trust me, I've done this and I instantly regret doing this because I gained over 25 kilos, most of which was water, fat, glycogen, excess water on the love handles. I would just recommend instead do a small calorie surplus of around 50 to 300 calories a day extra. But this all depends on your current body fat percentage. If you're already under 10%, this could apply to you guys. Bulking, I've done some videos about bulking, guys. Go into a lean bulk, minimize your adipose tissue while you're trying to put some size on. That's the best way. If you're already at 35, if you're at 25, 30% body fat, you shouldn't be bulking to begin with, thinking that's the way to build more muscle, guys. You've already bulked. It's time to go in a small deficit and, do a body recomposition. But dirty bulking, guys, I've done it. I've tried it. I've been extremely lean. I've been big and overweight before. I've tried it all before, guys. And dirty bulking's not the answer, guys, to packing on heaps of tissue, right? do a lean bulk, do it nice and slow. Yes, it's going to take some more time to put that size on, but you won't gain all that excess body fat, then you don't have to lose it, right? So yeah, that's just what I'd take on it. Number 4, too much intense cardio, right? If your main priority is to maximize lean muscle, then you shouldn't be going all out on super intense cardio and restricting your calorie diet. Examples: HIIT, fasted HIIT, cardio, hard cardio, middle of the night cardio. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, the body cannot recover from HIIT, cardio, and intense strength muscle growing sessions or training. Instead, just do like a zone 2, as your body will, most likely be easy to recover from, and it won't hinder your strength training sessions, guys. So, just do like a zone 2 cardio, really nice and easy, maybe 150 minutes a week, guys, of zone 2 cardio. Really good for your cardiovascular health. Or you can try and do like, anywhere between like 8 to 10,000 steps a day, guys. There's so many benefits to it. That's what I do every single day, guys, to get the health benefits. And just doing too much cardio, especially like HIIT cardio, and your main priority is to build muscle, guys, you're just gonna, it's just gonna be too hard to recover from your strength training and then HIIT cardio, and it could actually hinder your gains. And you probably won't build as much muscle, unfortunately. I've tried it before, and it definitely slows down your muscle growth because you're just burning way too many calories. The HIIT cardio is obviously impacting your strength training sessions, guys, because you're not recovering as well. If you do like a zone 2, you don't get them ghrelin spikes. The hunger hormone doesn't go through the roof like it does with HIIT cardio. Also, it doesn't really impact my strength training sessions because I can easily recover from it, right? Number 5, fasting, skipping meals, and going too long without eating. You basically have 5 opportunities of muscle to grow each day through muscle protein synthesis. For the most optimal, it's better to spread out your meals evenly with, anywhere between like 20 to 40 grams of protein, 4 to 5 hours apart. Studies show that 5 meals is plenty and is the most optimal. 4 is still amazing with, 20 to 40 grams of protein. It just all depends on your size. Obviously, people have different protein needs. As long as you don't skip meals, even if you're on the go, you're busy, you're at work, whatever, just grab yourself a protein bar, grab yourself a protein smoothie. There's many ways that you guys can still incorporate protein into your diet, even if you're busy, If you're skipping meals, mate, you should be. People think that fasting's the best way because I've read some studies about it, or it's still calories in versus calories out at the end of the day. And also, if you do fasting, guys, you don't get that opportunity for muscle protein synthesis to occur, right? Because you're skipping meals because you're intermittent fasting, right? So it's not going to be the most optimal for muscle growth, in my opinion, doing fasting or skipping meals. Maybe just have your meals, guys, 4 or 5 a day is great, 20 to 40 grams of protein, depending on your daily protein needs and how much you need personally. Everyone always needs a little bit different. I always recommend at least 1 gram per pound of lean body mass to be the minimum, to optimize muscle growth and recovery, guys. Anyway, number 6, guys, neglecting sleep. What do I mean by this is staying up too late on your phone or waking up too early. You don't have a good night's sleep, you're on your phone all night. If you struggle to sleep, then fix the problem. See a doctor, get some, go see a doctor, get some medication, whatever you need, guys. Maybe get yourself some melatonin. There's many sleep aids that you can be getting. It all depends, guys, right? So if you're neglecting sleep, it's definitely going to hinder your recovery, right? So, you need to be, if your main priority is to maximize muscle growth, you need to be getting at least minimum 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. It's going to be the best way to, recover, build the muscle, because your muscle's repairing, right? That's how your muscle grows, right? When you're sleeping. When you're sleeping, you can't be eating, right? So, and you might eat less calories, right? Because, when you sleep a lot less, right, ghrelin can come spike the next day when you deprive yourself of sleep. Cortisol, also stress. So, maybe, start optimizing your sleep. You can't do it on your own. Maybe go get some professional help, guys. Anyway, number 7. Lacking intensity when it comes to training. Let's be honest. Most people don't train hard enough. They don't see the muscle growth. How hard should you be training? Always train with intensity to give your muscles a stimulus with a reason to grow. Track your sets and repetitions each week and use progressive overload, guys. Train at least each muscle group twice per week. 12 to 20 hard working sets, 1 rep from failure or to complete failure. And what do I mean by exactly what I say, a working set, guys? Put a timer on, 40 to 50 seconds, guys. Do 8 to 12 repetitions, nice and slow and controlled on the eccentric and on the concentric. And, do 40 to 50 seconds, 8 to 12 repetitions, and really push yourself to 1 rep from failure or to complete failure, to your arms give out. So do around 75 to 85% of your 1 rep max. So hypothetically, let's say that your bench press is 100 kilos. Let's drop that down to 75 or 85 kilos. Let's do 8 to 12 reps for around 40 to 50 seconds and go to complete failure, guys. That's going to be the way that I would call a working set. We're doing 12 to 20 working sets, hitting each muscle group twice per week. That's what I'd call really good intensity, guys. The people that overtrain, there's only a very small amount of people that overtrain in the world. Let's be honest, most people don't train hard enough and they don't build the muscle. Especially if your main reason is to build muscle, right? You need to be training with intensity. You need to give your muscles a reason to grow. You need to give it stimulus. There's things that you can be doing to really maximize their muscle growth. And that's one of the ones that most people lack in, is the intensity when it comes to training. If you enjoyed my content, please drop me a like, follow, and share, guys. I'll be trying to upload every second day on YouTube. Plus also, guys, I have a 28-day program. If you want to learn more about it, just drop me a DM, guys. Happy to help you guys through it. We got training videos, nutrition videos. We got everything that you guys possibly need, guys. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it.